Oh my God. Hello, everybody. It says we're live. Oh, good. Oh, there's two of you here. Get out. No, don't get out. Wait, stay there. I tried to move the lighting and anyway, drama. Welcome, welcome. How does the room look? It's a new lens. Oh, good day. There he is. Becky. Hi, sweetie. I didn't even see you typing there. Hang on. How do I type to you? Oh, here you go. Hang on. Hi, RD. Where are you working at? How do you get away with coming on and playing with us? Oh, hello, everybody. I get so excited. My Periscope friends are here. And you're welcome to follow on Periscope too. It is not all strictly theosophy. It's a little bit of a peek into our daily lives. Let me say hello, I love you. I love you. Hello, I love you. Hang on. Welcome. Hello, I love you. I always keep these. I did it. Yay. I always keep these little entrance says, because it is live. And this is what it would be like if I was at a conference or something. Oh, hi, Carl. Welcome. I know you have a lot of studying to do. If you are new to the live Living Theosophy YouTube channel, I don't go live on here as much as I probably should, or as much as I will. But I have tried this because of the success of what I've seen in Periscope, which is an amazing app. And I don't know if they'd like me talking about each other. But anyway, what we do here, it's a way to have like a classroom on hand at one particular time. So you're not obligated to stay. You are welcome to rewatch at your own time. And if you would like to get a copy of the book that we're studying today, just go to Living Theosophy, the new website. Still working on some little things, but you can go to the free ebook section and you can download Light on the Path. This was republished. I republished this in, 2016, I think. This is the original, a copy of the original. And this one, it's amazing. It's tiny. It's really a very small text, but it packs a powerful punch. And if you've ever wanted to learn about theosophy, yes, thank you, super YouTube love. Oh, thank you. I'm new both from Periscope and YouTube. Becky, welcome, honey, welcome. This will be about maybe 40 minutes. It might be a little bit longer. But when I first came across this text, and I don't think you can see where I've set up the books, they're back there. You can't see them. Oh, well, okay. It's fine. The Secret Doctrine is really the textbook for humanity. However, there are many of these teachings that are coming now to the surface as the churches kind of dissolve. People are looking now to nature to find out what are we, who are we, why are we, how are we, and when are we? All of these questions, the philosophical questions, these teachings, Theosophy, Theosophia, Theos, gods, Sophia, wisdom, like Philosophia, which is the love of wisdom or the love of knowledge. So the knowledge of God. Where I don't know. Oh, tarts. That is, I know it's funny because when you're watching Periscope, you want to tap. I don't know. I know there's super chats. I have no idea if they're enabled. I don't know. I have no idea, but I think I have no idea. I say just if you can find a way, please let me know because I have no idea. But you're welcome to stay here for as long as you can. And to the rewatchers, welcome. So if you don't have your copy, go get one at the Living Theosophy website. I will include a link into this video in this video when we are done. We're going to be talking about, and this is really today, we're going to be moving on to this Live Light 8. I put them in sections because I do them in chunks. But this is a true jewel. This little book is a true jewel, and it belongs to, it emanates from the same school of Indo-Aryan thought and learning as the teachings in the Secret Doctrine and the Voice of the Silence. This is a powerful text. And if you're looking to start, every time you open this book, you'll find something new. Oh, I just kidding. I know, hang on. I know, I'm going to make, why aren't you big? I need to make you big, like wham. There you go. You're big now. Well done. I'm just kidding. I know. Tap, 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 tap. I'm tapping right back at you. I have no idea how the super chats or any of that stuff works over here. So I just watch and learn from my niece, who has inspired me to go on to Periscope. And as a former radio and television broadcaster, I'm learning a lot about how to broadcast in the modern world and social media. So welcome to this book study. This is a treatise, a book, a concentrated book here on these ancient wisdoms. Where's the old one? Here it is. This is it here, okay? Written down by a woman named MC, Mabel Collins. And it was written for the personal use of those who are ignorant to the Eastern wisdom and for those who desire to enter into its influence. So we left off last time On 17, I think we're, what, it was 7, and we wrapped up with Axiom 17. So where did I put that? Hang on one second. We're going to talk about the 7 deadly sins and the vices of men. You know what vices are? Vice cops? Come on. Okay, here we go. So last time we talked about, I'm just going to read this for you. When after ages of struggle and many victories, the final battle is won. The final, welcome to you. I see 5 of you here. You're welcome to ask questions at any time. I'm still learning as we go. And remember, I am not a teacher. I'm a student with you. So I am learning as we go. And I wish that I could do nothing but study these teachings, but I believe that that is irresponsible. So yes, immoral or wicked behavior like vice cops. It is the bad habits of mankind and what we really get lost in, and they end up ruling our world. So we have the vices and virtues. So when after ages of struggle and many victories, the final battle is won. Now this battle is interesting because we've heard, in the clouds far away, the good and evil, where is this battle taking place? It's taking place inside you. Now remember, this is only my interpretation. If you wish to share something, let's say it together, because we're in a group, we're in a circle right now. So I'm not at a podium, I'm sitting here with you. So when you type, you speak, and I'll read what you say, as long as you behave yourself. Okay. The final secret demanded. When the final secret is demanded, then you are prepared for a further path. Okay. If these teachings talk to you, if they speak to you like they did to me, and you're hungry for more, download this book and study on your own. Every time you open it, something new comes out. When the final secret of this great lesson is told, in it is open the mystery of a new way. A path which leads out of all human experience and which is utterly beyond human perception and imagination. At each of these points, it is needful to pause long and consider well. So this journey is not done by intellectual study. It's not about what you can memorize or what you can cram into your cerebral brain. It happens here, happens in your heart, happens through the way you align yourself. And HPB, which is Helena Petrovna Blavatsky, she says, first deserve, then desire, which means you align yourself and overcome those vices. And the virtues then become very clear when they're saying that. It isn't just this kind of stuff like the church, the vices and virtues. The virtues literally help you align and you become able to understand these teachings better. So we're moving on. This is written again in paradox. So it's kind of opposite. It would be very confusing if you read with your intellectual mind, but listen with your heart, and let's move forward to axiom number 18, which is seek the way by retreating within. The kingdom of heaven is within you. Okay. 19, seek the way by advancing boldly without. Completely contradictory, but listen, it's not really. And number 20, which is seek it not by any one road. Now, this is a very powerful page that comes with axiom number 20. Welcome to the 2 folks that are here. I can't see your names, but I love you and welcome. If you'd like a copy of this book, you can go to livingtheosophy.com and download it for free. You're welcome to do that, please. It's I republished it in 2016, so I'd have the right to voice it. It was written down in 1885. And okay, here we go. So seek it out by, it isn't just one way, okay? Seek it not by any one road. To each temperament, there is one road which seems the most desirable, but the way is not found by devotion alone, by religious contemplation alone, by sitting there and meditating, staring at your navel. It's not done by that alone. It's not done alone by ardent progress or by self-sacrificing labor or by studious observation of life. None alone can take the disciple, you, one who aspires, one step forward. All steps are necessary. This is really important. Now, I'm only going to read it to you. It's what you do with it, when you digest it, when you process these teachings and apply them in your daily life, that the learning takes place. So we are studying together, but the real work takes place with you. Okay, so all steps are necessary to make up the ladder. So if you think of that, all steps are necessary, even the falls. even the crashes and burning. If you did everything right from the moment you got here, you would never learn anything. All of your stumbling, all of your mistakes, all of the pain is necessary, as is the overcoming of that pain. And you evolving to become a better person, you must have both the vices and the virtues. Okay, that's what I get from that. But anyway, all steps are necessary to make up the ladder. The vices of men become steps in the ladder, one by one, as they are surmounted, as you overcome yourself. So what are the vices of men? Let's stop here for a moment. The 7 deadly sins, we were talking about that. Those are good. That's a good place to start. I'm inserting this. This is not what's in line on the path. I'm going to the ultimate vices, which is lust, greed, sloth, gluttony, wrath, anger, envy, jealousy, pride. You know, all of this, we all do this. All of us do all of these. And there are 2 other ones that the church have absorbed into the 7, but they originally had acedia, which was negligence or laziness, restlessness, and vainglory is another one, which I think is it's a very accurate one. If you look at narcissism, that's exactly what vainglory is, when it's all about yourself and everything has to do with you and your perception of it. And it's such an overused word right now, but vainglory is narcissism. So anyway, the balance of that, the virtues of men, to lust, there is chastity. It doesn't mean refraining from having sexual intercourse because you're super horny and you just want to do what's right. It means overcoming that desire to live in that space. It's a very low energy if that is what you're fiending for and that's what rules your world. If porn rules your world and it's a constant fiending, you overcome that. Chastity doesn't mean you can't have a healthy, normal life. It's a very normal, natural part of being a human being. It's when you procreate and make other human beings. But if it dominates your world and it rules you here and here, then chastity that's what that means. It doesn't mean absolutely just locking you up, a chastity belt. It can, but that there's more to it. It's what takes place in here that matters. Greed and avarice, the opposite of that is generosity and charity. Sloth, laziness again, but sloth, literally just not participating. This is such a gift. Earth is a sold out show. It's true. You are a gift. You are the universe in miniature. Okay, that is explained in the teachings of Theosophy. As above, so below. To piss that away and pass that by, you are missing out on so much. Okay, so sloth, not engaging. Diligence, show up and live. Choose to live. Life is a chance to evolve and learn. Persist. Okay, wrath. We all get angry. We've all gotten angry before because we feel we've been wronged. And therefore, that this anger serves a purpose. It's for fight and flight. It's not to thrive in. It is not something, I understand I was justifiably angry. They murdered my child, blah, blah, blah. I understand that. There are special circumstances. However, if you stay in it, it's like pain. It's like if you burn yourself and you're in that pain, that the alarm systems that go to your brain are there to tell you something's wrong. Take a look at that. Anger is the same thing in an emotional form. That's my understanding. Immoral or wicked behavior. Okay, I've noticed somebody came and went. That's fine. You're welcome to come and go. It's fine. Okay, gratitude is the opposite. That's the virtue to envy. Pride is humility. Humility doesn't mean humiliation. Humility just means that you recognize that you're part of a whole, that it's more than just you. It isn't just all about you, what you look like or what you have or your status. It's about everybody. It's about seeing outside yourself. And you get to see that there are each and every body, each and every living being is a sentient being that deserves love and compassion and that you recognize you're part of them as well. It's like what namaste is. Namaste. The divine in me recognizes the divine in you, because in that place where we are in there, we're one. That's basically namaste. So anyway, so as we move forward, let's go forward to 20, because I do tend to go on. If you'd like to get a copy of this book, you can get it for free at the Living Theosophy website, which has just been redone. It's gorgeous. She's done a great job. She's fantastic. Okay. I still have things to do there, though. This is a one-woman show, and it's all a labor of love. So any of the support that if you go and buy a couple audiobooks on the website, that goes into cameras and lights and all the stuff that we do here. So thank you very much for that. But it's also available free. And here we go. Because it should always be free. Here we go. The virtues of man are steps indeed necessary, not by any means to be dispensed with. Yet though they create a fair atmosphere and a happy future, they are useless if they stand alone. Again, if you only had virtues from the time you got here and did things correctly, you would not learn. You need both. You got to overcome yourself. If somebody tells you not to do something and you don't do it, how do you learn? You got to do it and mess up and then learn. It's my take on it. Hi there, Matthew. Oh, bless you. I love you. Sonam is here. MVG, Carl, RD Baker. These guys are part of my Periscope community where they're more like family. And welcome to you. If you're here on YouTube, I do not share about my daily life on this channel because it is purely theosophical. But if you'd like to find out more about what we do in between doing Living Theosophy, you're welcome to join us over on Periscope. The whole nature of man must be used wisely by the one who desires to enter the way. Each man is to himself absolutely the way, the truth, and the life. I cannot underline that or highlight that enough. It says go on, and oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, bless you, 27. That is kind. Thank you for taking the time to leave a comment. I do try to respond to everybody here, and this channel has really grown from when I found one of these first books. It was the Advanced Course in Oriental Occultism and Yogi Philosophy, or Yogi Philosophy and Oriental Occult. But anyway, so that's where the teachings came from, this correspondence course that came out in 1905, which is a paraphrase of these ancient teachings. They go, oh my God! Oh my God! Thank you. Do you see that? What that is? That's a super chat. I've never had one of those before right here. Thank you. Sodom, I didn't even know how to do it. How do you do it? It doesn't matter. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bless your heart. That is so kind. And I don't know what to say other than I love you and I appreciate you. I didn't even know how those worked. I don't know how that happened, but thank you. Okay. That will be used to get these teachings out into the world. Okay. So all of it goes to that. That's what is happening here. I'm a radio broadcaster, but I'm not selling anything. I'm not selling cars or soap or any of the stuff I used to do back in the day. I'm selling compassion and it's free, but that is so sweet. Thank you. Okay, here we go. The whole nature of man must be used wisely by the one who desires to enter the way, because you alone, each man, is absolutely the way, the truth, and the life. You don't need anything else. You don't need a church. You don't need to belong to anything. You don't need to sign up. You don't have to do any particular ceremonies or rituals. You are the way, the truth, and the life. That's a really big thing. But he is only so when he grasps his whole individuality firmly and by the force of the awakened spiritual will recognizes this individuality as not himself, but that thing with which he has with pain created for his own use. Now, that's a really big thing. It is, okay, listen. So that means that when you discover this path within you, when you hear the voice of the silence, when you find that there is this thing that drives you forward through compassion, it is a crushing compassion, a sense of empathy. If you're an empath, I'm glad that you're here because I didn't understand it either, but I do now. I do understand this empathetic heart, this compassion, wishing to help ease the unnecessary suffering of all beings on our planet. I understand it now because it's the driving force. So let's say that again. Each man is to himself absolutely the way, the truth, and the life, but he is only so when he grasps his whole individuality firmly and by the force of his awakened spiritual will, okay, recognizes this individuality as not himself. It's not just you, the one person running around, but that thing with which he has with pain created for his own use. Pain is the usher of wisdom. Excruciating psychological pain that we all go through can teach you if you allow it to, okay? And by means of which he proposes, as his growth slowly develops his intelligence, to reach life beyond individuality. Here we are expanding more on the Namaste. As I am, so are you. We are connected. You want to learn more about that? Keep listening. Grab these books. Read them. Every time you crack them, something new will come out. Something brand new. Okay. When he knows that for this, his wonderful, complex, separated life exists, then, indeed, and then only, is he upon the way. Seek it by plunging into the mysterious and glorious depths of your own innermost being, and recognize that every experience in life is a test. Now, I changed that in this text because, well, I did it because through the study with other theosophical groups, it originally said, seek it by testing all experience. And I think that that can be misunderstood. So I changed that right now just to say that everything in life is a test. Everything in life is a test. Everything. Even when I was setting up for this video, small things, little things like upstairs, I was like, need quiet, with the doorbell ringing, people running around upstairs, to deaths and pain and suffering. When you read the news, you see the suffering. Everything in life is a test. How you react to it, how you respond to it, and how you take it and see it as a part of yourself to overcome your vices, your own vices. You then become these teachings, and you become kindness. You become compassion in the face of cruelty. You become them, and then peace on earth will prevail. It's true. I know it sounds a little strange, but that's what I believe. Anyway, recognize that everything in life is a test. So next time something's difficult, it won't be long. Something crappy will happen, and it's a test. How are you going to react? You can't control it, but you can control you. So pay attention to the small ones and the big ones, because they're coming all the time, from the moment you get here to the moment you go. Okay. And utilize the senses, utilize your earthly senses in order to understand the growth and meaning of individuality and the beauty and obscurity of those other divine fragments which are struggling side by side with you. So again, the individuality doesn't mean that it's all about you, the individual. It means you are part of a whole that is one. Does that make any sense? I hope so, but it doesn't matter what my perception is. It's what your perception of it is. So I just give you my take on it. That's a very good question. Is God a personality or an energy? I think you might have asked that in another video, and I would have to go with energy. My experience is not an individual being beyond the clouds. That is what we've done when we, the anthropomorphization of this energy. We've put a face on it because God is a reflection of man at that particular time. We create what we think we know, and we created somebody who's really crabby, judgmental, cruel, selfish, gets offended. That's a reflection of us. I'm going to go with energy on that. But again, remember, this is all your own understanding. You become your own teacher, really. And if you can get a hold of these teachings and apply them, they're out there elsewhere. And you can find them in the Kabbalah, in the Bhagavad Gita, in the Vedas, in the Upanishads. Okay. Seek it by, okay, yes, here we go. Now let's read that again. Recognize that every experience in life is a test, and utilize the senses in order to understand the growth and meaning of individuality, one, and the beauty and obscurity of those other divine fragments which are struggling side by side with you, meaning the fragments of other people in your life, other people that do not recognize the unity or the wholeness or the oneness, because they're operating on only the five senses. And so it's difficult for many of us here on this planet. So look and have compassion for those around you. Seek, hang on, somebody said something. The questions of who created God and God alone are in the universe. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Here we go. Okay. Seek it by study of the laws of being, the laws of nature. There is something there. Nature has all the answers. They're right there for you. So if you go all the way to space, you go to outer space, time and space, you go to here where we're looking at the elementals and the mineral kingdom, all of this is here for us to learn. That is the divine. Nature is the church. That's the true church. So let's look at the undiscovered laws of nature. Science is catching up to spirituality and surpassing, in a way, some of what we thought we knew. Anyway, okay. I do get carried away. Okay. Seek it by making the profound obeisance, which means respect or reverence of the soul to the dim star that burns within. Now, if this speaks to you, then keep listening. There is a dim star inside of you. There is a voice inside of you that speaks. It is not the voice of your conscience. It's in here. Okay. Steadily, as you watch and worship, its light will grow stronger. As you look at the laws of nature, as you feel compassion for your brothers and sisters on this planet, the light will grow stronger. And then you may know that you have found the beginning of the way. I would say, a side note here, please don't expect to complete all this in one lifetime. Thank you, Larry. I, Larry, love you. Welcome, Larry. I love you, Larry. Okay. Then you may know that you have found the beginning of the way, and when you have found the end, its light will suddenly become the infinite light. Okay. And then there's a note here. It says, again, seek it by testing all experience. I have flipped around and changed to recognize that all experience in life is a test. That is a little bit more responsible. Instead of you test all experience, you can get into trouble that way. So anyway, remember that when I say this is the note, not me, the I, they're saying the I, that they do not say yield to the seductions of the sense in order to know it, which is basically what I kind of restructured there. But anyway, but the real text, read the real text for yourself and you decide. Okay. They are not saying yield to the seductions of sense in order to know it. Before you have become an occultist, you may do this, but not afterwards. Now, an occultist does not mean somebody who is practicing dark arts. It can mean that, but occult just simply means out or the unknown. And so what they're saying here is before you understand what you're really doing, if you're here on this path and you understand and recognize the vices of the five senses of the sensual world, if you make these mistakes then and you don't know what you're doing, it's like a little kid running around. Okay. But once you understand and once you get there and you understand a little bit more and you realize how responsible you must be, it is not okay to run around and do that. Okay. When you have chosen and entered the path, you cannot yield to these seductions without shame. And that is true. Yet you can experience them without horror. You can weigh, observe, and test them, and wait with the patience of confidence for the hour when they shall affect you no longer. That's what I call the falling away. The falling away. And I don't know how else to describe it, but it feels like the falling away. Now, by no means am I any further down this path than you, but I have applied these teachings most every day since 2012. And so I have a few years doing this, and I have found that my life is incredibly evolved and become so much more purposeful, peaceful. I have found solace and peace in places I didn't realize. I was able to overcome lots of things. And it's like a textbook for life. It feels like an instruction manual for life. Okay. And wait with the patience and confidence for the hour when they shall affect you no longer, but do not condemn the man that yields. Okay. So for those that are still running around doing research in the physical world and believing that fame and money and beauty and things like that will lead them to happiness, do not judge them. Do not condemn them. Stretch out your hand to them as a brother pilgrim whose feet have become heavy with mire. Remember, O disciple, that great though the gulf may be between the good man and the sinner, it is greater between the good man and the man who has attained knowledge. So let's repeat that again. So the gulf may be great between the sinner and the good man, but between the good man and the one who has attained knowledge, it's much easier to fall because a lot of people get blinded by their own light. They realize how amazing and pure this stuff is, and they use it for selfish means. It's really disheartening to see that take place. I have seen it take place in some of the Theosophical circles, and it is sad, but it's what mankind has done for millennia. And in the churches, you can see it. In these new age cults and stuff, you can see it. But anyway, okay. So between the good man, who has attained knowledge, it's massive. So you really got to keep yourself in check. You must not get too big for your britches. I don't know how else to say that, but anyway, okay. It is immeasurable. It is the gulf is immeasurable between the good man and the one on the threshold of divinity. And when you are on your way there, you will find that the world presents even more darkness and it becomes almost insurmountable. But then when that is taking place, know that you're on the right path. Persist, because it's there. Keep going. But when you're getting close, expect things to go really, really south. Therefore, be wary lest too soon you fancy yourself a thing apart from the mass. But when you have found the beginning of the way, the star of your soul will show its light. And by that light, you will perceive how great is the darkness in which it burns. You will see the suffering on this planet. You will feel it. You will wish to do something about it. You will understand that you must overcome yourself. It is not other people that you're going to change. It's you. It's you. Okay. All right. Mind, heart, and brain are all obscure and dark until the first great battle has been won. Can I ask you, I might have asked you this on the last one, what do you think that great battle is? Okay, we talk about this great battle, just anybody, just there's no wrong answers here because we're all figuring this out together. The great battle. Okay, so the mind, heart, and brain are all obscure and dark until the first great battle has been won. Yes. Yes, the first great battle is you. It's your higher and lower self. Very good, Sonam. You know, you are a living example of this. I see this humility in which you carry gravitas. Very, yes, the battle is yes, self. It is self. But Sonam is a living example of this, and she was before. Know thyself. Yes. Oh my God. Yes, man, know thyself. The great battle is you. And you know that voice inside of you. There is a voice inside of you that is very condemning and judgmental. It's dark. It's strange. It's bitches about you and bitches about everybody else. That's a physical self voice, the voice of the senses. There is a higher self, and the vices you can see of the physical self: lust, greed, pride, especially pride. We're here on cameras right now. You can see. Pride, it completely it dictated my world when I was in the radio world. It's true. What I looked like was the only thing that mattered, I thought. And then I wasn't worthy of love and all this drama and ridiculous stuff and the gluttony. And if you think some is good, then a whole bunch must be really great. Anyway, we can go on forever. But yes, it is yourself. That's where the great battle takes place. And you're much further along than I was when I started. I didn't understand that. Didn't understand that till a few years in. Okay, mind, heart, and brain are all obscure and dark until the first great battle has been won. Be not appalled and terrified by this sight. Keep your eyes fixed on the small light in here, and it will grow. It will grow. But let the darkness within help you to understand the helplessness of those who have seen no light. Okay? There are other people on this planet that have never seen any light, and they are still functioning as best they can in the physical world. We're not to judge them, we're to help them. And we're not to condemn them or lock them up or feel that we're any better than them. We're here to help. We are here to help. Okay. Ease the unnecessary suffering of all beings on our planet. Okay. But let the darkness within help you understand the helplessness of those who have seen no light, whose souls are in profound gloom. Blame them not, shrink not from them, but try to lift. This is important here. Try to lift a little of the heavy karma from the world. Try to do your part to leave this place a better place than when you got here. Try to lift a little of that suffering that is unnecessary. There's so much suffering. Give your aid to the few strong hands that hold back the powers of darkness from obtaining complete victory. Now, there's more to that, and I have already gone on for 33 minutes. If you'd like to learn more about that, yes. Oh, thank you, TSP. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, I see you. 10 of you are here. That's a very healthy number. That's good. Okay, and welcome to the rewatchers, too. You're just as important, and this is just the same. You're not missing out on anything if you don't get these live. I'm just trying this, and I think I need to do more of these later on. So anyway, okay. There are those that work to ease the unnecessary suffering of all beings. There are the masters, the avatars that have come before. There are still those that are helping to hold back the darkness. And if you are here, and if you've listened this long, you are one of them, okay? It is up to us, to you, to do your part. And if these teachings speak to you, and if you wish to ease the unnecessary suffering of all beings on this planet, then you're in the right place. But remember, it isn't just Theosophy. It isn't me. It's you. There are other ways to learn this too. This is what's worked for me. So I'm sharing with you what I've done. And I believe it's so important. There's nothing more important to talk about. Then do you enter? Okay, here we go. Yes. Then do you enter into a partnership of joy? Okay. Which brings indeed terrible toil. There's going to be a lot of work, maddening work. There's not going to be a lot of cash for it. So don't be thinking about you're not going to be rich. There's going to be a lot of work, lifetimes of work, and profound suffering and sadness. Sorry. It's true, but you'll understand that that pain is necessary. You grow from the painful things in life. There will be profound sadness, but there will also be a great and ever increasing delight. I love you. I love you so much. Okay, so we wrapped up. That was all just 20. That was axiom number 20 in this book. If you'd like to get this book, it's available for free. You can download it in the Living Theosophy bookshop. You can also, if you wish to support the channel like Sonam did here, or like any of the super heart givers over on Periscope, if you want to, if you wish, oh, bless you. So sweet. They love each other. It's so sweet. They're such a great community over there. If you're in the YouTube community and you haven't gone on to Periscope, I highly recommend joining us over there. It's a lot of fun. It's fantastic if you love live broadcasting. And that's really the future of the world. If you want to watch edited, produced, edited again and directed stuff, you can watch TV. You watch documentaries. That's better. But if you want live, you want to connect with the humans around the world. If you have a phone and you have internet, you can connect with other beings in real time. So we don't have to have conferences. We don't have to go to conferences where you pay to get in and you sit there and you watch. You don't have to travel. You can do it anywhere that you're at on this beautiful planet. So I look at the World Wide Web as a gift of bringing in the world. It's also a chance for you to learn. I didn't realize how very ignorant and selfish and stupid I was. Every day I learned something new. So I will look back at this video if I do. And if I live another few months, I'll look back at it and I will have learned more. Every day I learn something new. And I am so grateful to be here with you. So if you'd like to get a copy of this book, and also I'm pointing back there. It's ridiculous. The lens has made it invisible. Light on the Path. It's available for free. It is also read on this YouTube channel. However, there are a couple mistakes in it. The corrected version is, I think it's like £3. It's on the Living Theosophy audiobook section, but you can get those in exchange for any donations. Even £1 helps keep these teachings free and make them available all over the world. So I'm here because I feel the same calling that you do, to be of service, to help humanity. And I found these teachings through their application in my personal life has given me a sense of being and hope and happiness. A genuine, sad things still happen, but a majority of my time is spent in there's joy. Let's strive for the day that the world's oldest profession goes out of business. Yes. The human trafficking, lust, and all that. I mean, I understand that not everybody sees the world like we do. And I think if somebody would have told me that I have to go lust and drugs and sex, well, sex is lust and drugs and rock and roll, all that, I would have said that they're crazy. But they didn't fall away because I was trying to do something. They fell away when I was studying and I understood. It was like that, just literally it's the falling away. And I literally thought I was losing myself. I didn't understand how this person who was born this person is now this person now. It's several evolutions in one lifetime. And it's not about the personality. It's not about who I am. It's about what it is that we all are inside here. So I am that with you. And I'm grateful that you're here, and I love you so much. I do. Thank you for everything. I'll see you over on all the platforms. Living Theosophy is on Instagram and Twitter. It's on Facebook. You can see some of the more real life of what we do. My husband and I, we are on Periscope. If you want to see some real life stuff, it's on Periscope. The rest of the stuff is out of service to humanity, to help ease the unnecessary suffering of all beings on our planet. And thank you, Sonam, for that beautiful super chat. I never seen those before. That's wonderful. That's great. I didn't even know I could do it. Thank you, Artie. I love you. Thank you for staying. I don't know how you do it when you work. So amazing. I will put the links to the text in the video when we're done. And I appreciate you. I love you so, so much. And I will see you soon. I don't know how to turn this off. I was free. There it is. Okay. I'll see you soon. I love you. Bye-bye. I'm very glad to meet you too, Becky. I will see you again. And if you'd like to start any of the studies, you can pick up anywhere. They're in the YouTube channel. And I've made little playlists, but it's a one-person operation. It's just me. And I'm doing it as a labor of love and learning as I go along. So all help, all advice, suggestion box, certainly drop a line. I'll see you guys soon. Mwah. I love you. Okay, now I'm really going. See you later. Love you. Bye. Oh my God, wait, I'm still on. Still on.